Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Jessica, and in today's video I'm going to share with you my favorite thrifted home decor pieces. So these are pieces that I have thrifted over the last couple of years. So most of the items in today's video are previous thrift finds that you may have seen in my thrift hauls, but some of the items are thrift finds that I found before I started my YouTube channel. First, I'm going to show you all of my favorite thrift scores in my entryway. So here is an overview of my entryway table area. And the first item that I want to point out is the table lamp. This was one of my recent thrift scores. I bought this for $3.99 and it was a Pottery Barn table lamp. And I have it here on the top of my entryway table and I love how it looks. The second thing that I wanted to point out was the basket underneath my table. So I found this basket about 6 months ago. I got it at Goodwill and it was also $3.99. I just love the way it looked. I love the tassel on the side of it, and I thought it would look great under my entryway table. And inside of the basket, I just have a couple of throw blankets. So on the other side of my entryway, as you look up my staircase, there is a piece of art on the wall. I thrifted this at Goodwill about 2 years ago, and I have it on the wall here. I paid $7.99 for this. I really loved the colors and the simplicity of the art, and I think it looks great with my home decor. So those are my favorite thrifted items in the entryway, and now we're gonna head into the living room, and I'm gonna show you a couple of pieces in there. So most of the home decor and furniture in my living room is brand new, except for the coffee table right here in the middle. I thrifted this about 2.5 years ago, so a furniture store in my local area went out of business and they donated all of their leftover furniture to this particular thrift store, and I happened to be there that day, so I scored this for $40 and it was brand new. I love it because it's simple and it's glass and it will go with pretty much everything. On the other side of the coffee table, I have a brown leather recliner, and on the recliner I have a throw pillow. I also found this at Goodwill for $1.69 a couple of years ago, and the color scheme in this particular pillow basically inspired most of the color accents in my home. So now we are going to move on to my kitchen and dining area. I do have an open floor plan, so my kitchen and my dining room are all together in one big space. So I found this really large mirror at Goodwill for about $19, and it did have the original sticker on the back. It was from World Market and it was originally $79. So I thought it would look great here in my kitchen on this empty wall that I have. I really love the mirror because the frame around the mirror was the same color as my cabinets, and I just love decorating with mirrors. So I was really happy to find this large one to add to my kitchen. So over the last 6 months, I have thrifted a lot of the vintage Corelle Spring Blossom dinnerware. I did find most of it on one trip, so it did take about 3 separate trips for me to find everything that you see here, and I spent about $20 for all of it. As you can see, I have several of the teacups and the saucers. I also have some small dessert plates. I have some medium-sized plates. I have 4 bowls, and then I have a lot of the dinner plates. And I just love this pattern and I really enjoy using it. I also fell in love with these vintage pink mugs, and they have a rose pattern on them. I found 4 of them on one trip and they were $1.99 each. And then on a separate trip a few months later, I actually found 2 more of the mugs. They were the exact same pattern and they were $2 a piece. So I snatched those up to add to my collection. And if you remember in my last thrift haul, which I will link at the top of the screen in case you missed it, I found all of this gorgeous vintage pink glassware, and I got all of this for about $14. So these are definitely my favorite thrifted dishes that I have found for my kitchen. I absolutely love the color, and I'm really excited to put these in my hutch. I will be sharing a video coming up soon of how I styled it with all of the pink items that I have found. So to sum it up, I found all of this in 3 trips, and the total for all of it was about $26. So the next item that I want to share with you that I found for my dining area is this gorgeous wooden footed bowl. I found this at Goodwill, and it was in pretty bad shape. I got it for 99 cents, but I was able to sand off all of the old varnish and it took away most of the scratches. After I was done sanding it, I did put some oil on it to bring out the natural color and beauty of the wood, and here's what it looks like now. I'm so happy that I put the work into restoring this piece. It looks so much better, and here is what the bottom looks like. So normally this sits in the middle of my dining room table with some faux flowers inside of it as a centerpiece, but with everything going on right now, my husband is working from home, so my dining room table has all of his work gear on it. So right now I just have the bowl on my island and I'm using it to store my potatoes. So this is what my dining room has looked like for the last several weeks. I am very lucky that my husband is able to work from home during this time. And the next item that I want to share with you is on the other side of the dining room, just past all of my husband's equipment. So on this table here I have 3 planters, and in the middle I have this dough bowl that I thrifted for $1.99. I did stain it and turn it into a planter. Inside I have a couple of string of button succulents. And I also have an iron grasshopper that I got from my grandpa's collection right in the middle. So the next item that I wanted to share with you guys is this white shelf that I thrifted a few years ago. It was originally a dark green color and I painted it white and I got it for only a few dollars. So I have this on the wall right off of my kitchen in an area where my dog Peanut stays. On the bottom hooks I have these hanging baskets, which I will link down below in case you're interested. I have all of my dog leashes and dog supplies in these baskets, and then on the top of the shelf I have some dog related coffee mugs that I also thrifted, and they look really cute across the top of the shelf. So now we're going to go upstairs and I'm going to take you into my upstairs loft space, and I'm going to show you some of the thrifted items that I love up here. So I have this area in the corner near the window where I have a bookshelf, and here's an overview of everything that I have on the shelf. So over in the corner I have this vintage floor lamp that I thrifted a couple of years ago. I did change out the lampshade, but I love how it looks over in the corner. I did pay $11.99 for the lamp, and then I think I paid $5 for the new lampshade. So most of the items on this middle shelf are thrifted items, but my favorite thrifted piece on this shelf is the glass bottle that you see right here on the corner. I have it filled with beach sand from my trip to Destin, Florida, along with a few seashells, so it's like the perfect little souvenir from that trip. Down below that shelf I have a plant, and I have a big piece of rose quartz that I also thrifted. I think I paid $5 for the piece of rose quartz, and I absolutely love it. And then underneath I have the copper tub that I recently thrifted. I previously had it in my hutch, but now I have it on the shelf and I use it for storage. Now we're going to go into a couple of my bedrooms, and I'm going to show you some thrifted decor in there. The first bedroom is my first downstairs spare bedroom. I have this curio cabinet in the corner of the room, and on top of the curio cabinet I have this rotary special vintage sewing machine. I thrifted this a few years ago for only $20 and I love it, and it actually seems to be in pretty good working order. So the next item that I want to share with you that is on my favorites list is the headboard that you see right behind you. So I bought this headboard to go into my upstairs guest bedroom. I recently found this at Goodwill and I got it for $25, and it was solid wood and it was from Pier 1. And here's what it looks like inside of my guest bedroom. I recently did a tour on this room, so if you want to check out the full tour, I will have it linked at the top of the screen. So the original wood kind of had an orange tone to it, so I decided I wanted to stain the wood. So I stained it a darker kind of weathered gray color so it would match the wood and the existing decor in my room, and I really love how it turned out. Another item that I have in this room is this chair that you see right here. So I thrifted this chair right here about a year ago and I paid $10 for it. Originally it was in my daughter Hannah's room, but when she got new furniture, I decided to move it into my guest bedroom. So I'm using it right here against this vanity. I did add a gray cushion to the top of the chair, and I love that the wood on the chair matches my headboard now. So now I'm going to show you a few of my favorite thrifted decor items that are in 2 of my bathrooms. This first bathroom that I'm showing you is my master bathroom, and on the counter here I have this mirrored tray that I have to corral some of my things. I paid $3.99 for this a couple of years ago, and inside I also have a little fish trinket tray that I bought in one of my more recent thrift hauls. And I just have my rings on top of it. And I think I paid $1.99 for the fish trinket tray, and I love how it looks with all of the other items on the tray here. And over here in the corner, I have a glass jar that I thrifted a long time ago, and I just store my cotton balls inside of it. Now I'm going to take you back downstairs and show you my first floor guest bathroom. On the wall in my guest bathroom, I have this shelf, and most of the items on this shelf I have thrifted. I just have a lot of little random pieces and weird animals. And my favorite piece on the shelf is this snail that I found for 99 cents. It is vintage from Japan. I found it a few years ago, and like I said, it is my favorite piece on this entire shelf. So I do have one more piece that I want to share with you guys in today's video, and it's the adorable little Swarovski pig that I found at Goodwill a few months ago, and I paid $15 for him. He was so adorable, and I was so happy to find him and include him in this video for my favorite thrift finds. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next.